tuning in to another episode of the TJJ Show. And as long as you're in my presence, you will be guided and protected at all times. Now, I'm going to share with you guys today the number one thing that is ruining your life. And this is something I went through myself psychologically that allowed me to let go of what was ruining my life at one point. This is something I learned too. The littlest things you're holding on to or thinking about can absolutely ruin your life. It really can. And the number one thing that is ruining your life is simply a thought of how your life was going to play out. You thought life was different than it actually is. And I'm going to tell you guys that something that really messed me up about life in itself is people are not who you think they are. And this is all because people put on a fake mask all the time and pretend to be somebody like they're actually not. And this messed me up because I thought life was going to be different than it really turned out. And once you realize life is not what you thought it was, it can mess you up. It can mess up your entire plans that you have in the future. It can mess up a lot of things. And this is the number one thing that ruins people's lives, is simply thinking that you thought life was going to be different than it actually is, and you thought people were different than they actually are. I swear to God. This is the number one thing that is ruining people's lives. And it could be happening to you as we speak. If this is happening to you or has happened to you, the first thing you need to do is simply work on letting go of those thoughts of what you thought. Now you have to enter a new world in your own head. And you gotta let go of people in certain situations and start doing what you do best. You have to let God in on your life. You have to let Him take control of everything. You need to stand out amongst yourself and let go of everything else. And do not try to fix something that you cannot control. That is something else too. Because I'm even the type of person that I try to control so many things in my past, and I try to control people. And you just simply can't, because people don't think the way you think. Everybody has a different mindset. Everybody's gonna do different things. There's a lot of people that just simply can't be on your level of consciousness. There's people that just can't keep up with you, and you just have to go forward in life full speed ahead by yourself for a long time if you have to do this. And this is the number one thing that is messing a lot of people up. You have to take responsibility for yourself. Don't depend on anybody else. Don't depend on anybody else to work with you. You have to put this work in behind closed doors by yourself in order to actually get what you really want. When no one's watching, when nobody's around, you have to do your thing. And this is a great piece of advice that I'm sharing with you guys, because this is the number one thing that's gonna help you in your life. You're gonna be getting ahead while everybody else is falling down. While everyone else is done working, doing their chores, doing this, doing that, while everybody else flinches, throws in the towel for the day, you keep going. And you don't flinch when everybody else flinches. And this is the number one thing that's going to set you ahead of everybody else. Welcome to the 1% Club. We have these thoughts in life of thinking that people think the exact same way we think, and that's a huge mistake. And I used to think this way myself. I could never understand why people didn't want to do the things that I wanted to do. I could never understand why people didn't think similar to how I think. And this is me dependent on other people to come together as a team and put in work to go far. But they just can't keep up. They just can't hack the stuff that you can hack. They just can't. They're just not on your level. And it sucks to live life by yourself for a long period of time. It really does. But every single day it gets better with time, and you're going to get more used to it, and now you're going to start to understand the reasons of why you had to do this. And it gets better and better and better. It's always the hardest in the beginning. It always is. So, just remember this. Don't let these things slow you down in life. If people can't keep up with your pace, you have to keep driving forward and leave everybody else behind if that's what you have to do. Because most likely that's what's going to happen. They're going to stay stuck because they're unwilling to do the things that you have to do to get to that next level. They're not willing to do the things. They're not going to be around while you're putting in this next level dedication work in the shadows. They're not going to be around. It's just going to be you. So people, remember what I just said. Keep your head down, keep working, and don't let these things stop you from doing and achieving your highest level of success in your life. Because even the people that become successful had to go through this. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new here, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to cut this video off now. I'm out.